So let's get this started. Interesting, like the table of nations, Genesis chapter 10, right? 10. Get it? All right. It goes like the descendant of Ham, right? Cush, which is like where my ancestors from, like Dark Africa, Nubia, right? And that mentions Egypt, Put, and Kana, right? And then 7, right? The descendants of Cush, which is Dark Africa, right? That's it down, right? Nubia, right? Right? It's the word Seba, right? Interesting. If you add an ish, right, in the middle, right, you get Sheba, right, which means 7, right? And Sabata, right? Interesting, right? If you add a B, right, and rearrange the way you get like the word Sabbath, right? S-A-B-B, right? A-T-H, right? Sabbath, right? Just add a B and rearrange it, you get Sabbath, right? And you add an ish, right? The ish is missing, right? Something, right? If you add an ish, right, you get the word Sheba, right? It points to like Havilah, right? What does Havilah means? Alright, I'll tell you what it means, right? This is what the word means, right? Right? Circular, right? Like a circle, right? Or a twisting, right? Sand, right? Or stretch of sand like a desert, right? Desert, get it? 7, desert, right? Chapter 10 of Genesis, right? Good, right? These are like the interesting fact about Havilah, right? Genesis chapter 10, 7, right? Sin of Ham, right? 10, 7, get it? Right? Right? That links, this links Havilah to, right? Desert, right? Like a desert or sandy region, right? Winding path or circular routes, right? Speaking of circular, it's like it's just the fucking Fortnite or whatever, like the storm, right? It's like a circular, right? Circle, right? That close at the end of a set time, right? It keeps closing, closing. It's like a circle, right? Right? The storm is like a circular storm, right? Right? It's like, right? It's a desert region, right? From the word hor, right? The Hebrew root, right? Hor, right? Which means sand, right? That's where the word Havilah come from, right? We're seeing like a desert region with, right? Desert, right? What does God say here? Chapter 10 of Genesis. The descendants of Cush, right? Seba, right? You gotta get the word Sheba, right? Sheba in Hebrew means 7, right? The well of 7, the 7 oath or well of 7, right? It's linked to 7, right? And the word Sabata, right? But if you add the word B, right? If you add another B and rearrange the word, you get Sabbath, right? What is Sabbath? Seventh day, right? Sabbath, right? 7, 7 is pointing to the desert, right? Havilah. Chapter 10 of Genesis, 7, right? Son of Cush. Cush is what? Where my ancestors from, like Nubia, right? Dark Africa, right? It's the Cushites. But Jeremiah asked the question, whatever, right? Which is kind of funny. He was like, can a Cushite change his skin color, right? Guys always hinted the Cushites were uppers of Africa. They're like dark, right? Black skin, charcoal, folks, burned by sun, right? You get the point, right? Which is interesting. It's interesting linkage, right? Anyways, right? It's linked in the Garden of Eden, right? Go, right? Genesis 10, right? Table of Nations, Genesis 10, 7, right? That's what Havilah is mentioned right? On the Cush, right? Sand, circle, right? Like desert, right? Interesting, right? Like the storm before is like a circular storm, right? So, right. And words linked to circle or sand, right? From the Hebrew root or the Israel, which means sand, right? Like a desert, sandy region, right? That's possible two location, right? Like Arabia or Africa, right? That's like it's mentioned underneath like Shem under Shem. The world is mentioned again, right? Which is interesting, right? That's mentioned here, right? Right? On the Kush, which is dark Africa, right? And if you go to Shem genealogy, right? You have the Oz, right? Oz, Book of Job, Link, Hall, right? This will be explained later, right? Then you go to right here, right? Ophir, right? And then you have the word Havilah, right? And Jobab, right? Like the book of Job, Jobab, Oz. It's explained in Oz, right? Which will be explained later, right? Like interesting link like that, right? Havilah, Jobab, Ophir, right? Ophir is gold in Ophir, right? Imagine Havilah having like a shit ton of gold, right? It said King Solomon built ships of Tarshish to go to Ophir, gold. Tarshish, the book of Jonah, right? Like where was the fleet to Tarshish? You also have links to like Gentile, right? Goes down to Jonah, right? To go to the Gentiles, right? Like Slink, right? But he rules the fleet of Tarshish, right? Solomon built ships of Tarshish, right? To go to Ophir for gold, right? And Havilah has to go in Havilah, right? See the link, right? Okay.